Have you ever crammed for an exam all night only to forget everything the next day? It's a frustrating experience, right? Well, today, I'm going to share 3 science-backed learning techniques that will completely change the way you study, helping you learn faster and remember things for much, much longer. First, let's quickly talk about how our brains learn. When you encounter new information, it's temporarily stored in a part of your brain called the hippocampus. Think of it like a temporary holding area. The real magic happens when this information is transferred to your neocortex for long-term storage. And guess when this process is most active? While you're sleeping? That's right. Getting enough sleep is crucial for solidifying your memories. So, pulling an all-nighter is actually one of the worst things you can do for your learning. Now, on to our first technique, self-testing. This is all about actively recalling information instead of passively rereading it. You can do this with flashcards, practice questions, or even just by trying to explain a concept to yourself out loud. When you force your brain to retrieve information, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with that memory. It's like flexing a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Plus, self-testing gives you an honest look at what you actually know and what you don't. And don't be afraid of making mistakes. Research shows that getting an answer wrong and then learning the correct one can actually help you remember the information even better. The second technique is called interleaving. Instead of studying one subject for hours on end, try mixing it up. Spend some time on math, then switch to history, then maybe a bit of science, all in one study session. This might feel harder and less productive at first, because you're constantly forcing your brain to switch gears. But that's exactly why it works. Each time you switch topics, you have to forget and then recall the information for that subject, which strengthens your memory. Interleaving also helps your brain see the connections and differences between various subjects, leading to a deeper and more flexible understanding of the material. So, ditch the long single-topic study blocks and start mixing it up. Our third and final technique is spaced learning, also known as spaced repetition. This is the opposite of cramming. Instead of trying to learn everything in one marathon session, you spread your study sessions out over several days or even weeks. For example, after learning something new, review it a day later, then a few days after that, then a week later, and so on. This spacing gives your brain the time it needs to properly consolidate the information and move it from short-term to long-term memory. It allows for that crucial transfer from the hippocampus to the neocortex that we talked about earlier. It's far more effective to study for 1 hour a day for 5 days than to study for 5 hours straight in one day. So, to recap, our 3 powerhouse techniques are self-testing to actively recall information, interleaving to mix up your subjects, and spaced learning to review material over time. By incorporating these strategies into your routine, you will not only improve your grades, but also build a solid foundation of knowledge that will stick with you for years to come. You'll be working smarter, not just harder. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on how to learn effectively. Let me know in the comments which technique you're most excited to try. See you in the next video.